Hello, 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 Aquarius. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. For those of you that are brand new, I am Patti. I'm an empath that does intuitive tarot and intuitive coaching. Coaching is sort of like counseling through the divine, but I'm not a counselor. I'm just a coach. So that's sort of where that is. If you do want to do one-on-one readings, if you just look below, you'll get the information when you go to my website. So definitely we'll do one-on-ones if you'd like that. This is the 1st of December, you guys. I cannot believe it. 1st through the 6th we're doing today. We're still in that full moon, so if the energies are playing with you for the next couple of days, because the full moon was on the 30th, it is going to play with you for a couple of days, and it's going to be very unstable, intense, because you have the lunar eclipse there. So hey, if you're on the beach, on the East Coast, West Coast, or somewhere near a coast, watch those tides. I bet you they're going to be super, super high or super, super low. I predict high. I haven't looked at a tide chart, but I would predict they're going to be really, really high. So let's get started. So we're in December 1st through the 6th for the Aquarians. If I can get the energies, please, to come through. Anybody or if the divine wants to send through, please send them through. All right, you guys, I'm going to be pulling just 2 cards, one for this week's energies and then one moving into next week's energies. So let's see what's going on. And if you're getting this before the 30th, if you're watching this before the 30th, I am going to be doing a live about the full moon on the 27th. So if you haven't subscribed and you want to see that, subscribe, hit the bell, and it'll tell you when I'm notify you when I'm on. Or you can just catch me on the 27th. I think it's at 3, if I'm not mistaken, 3 o'clock. All right, so let's see what these 2 energies are for the week. Dry desert. We have the dry desert, and that is actually the number 4, which is good because the dry desert is about things happening when things seem to be still. So behind the scenes, you can't see what's happening, but this is what's going on. Also, too, the number 4 is very, very much about stability. So behind the scenes is working on your stability for this week. And where you see the green cactus way in the background, I don't know if I can get that on there or not. But that shows you that there is water somewhere. There's something underground. There is something that you cannot see being worked on. Now, that's for the energies for this week, for the 1st through the 6th. So these are the energies that are going to be going from the 6th into the next week, and that is cleaning house. So he's getting ready for the holidays, clean house. Now, cleaning house doesn't mean only your physical house. It also means also changing your mindset, maybe readjusting or cleaning that, maybe getting rid of some old thoughts, old patterns, old ways, and bringing in some new, because the numerology is 10. And it could also mean 1. So we're getting rid of some things, got to get all that clutter out of the house. And then we're going to bring in some new things, sort of like bringing in a Christmas tree. Everybody cleans before the Christmas tree comes in, and then you have to clean afterwards. But if you have a Christmas tree, some people don't. So which one do I want to start with? So, so this here is going to be something where you're going to want to watch forward. What is going on. If you're having some things from the past come up, that's typical with this full moon and the eclipse and things like that. This is going to be sort of like drudged up for Aquarians. And what's going to happen with that is it's time to process and get those things finished and cleared up. Again, number 10, get those things done, put them to bed, get them to rest, so that you can move on with something fresh and new for December and January. Because I'm going to say it's going to be really crazy until about the 20th to the 27th of December. And then the energies are going to massively shift. And that's all due to the planets, the full moon, the eclipse, and stuff like that. Like I said, if you're watching this before the 27th, I'll be doing a live on the 27th, and you're very welcome to come in. Those are, any of my lives are interactive. You can always tell me where you're from, say hello, or ask a question. If it's not relevant to what's going on, what we're talking about, then I'll do it at the very end. So our first card's out. We have the 6 of Cups, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles. Very, very nice start. But remember, we're in the dry desert right here at the very beginning. Things are working underground. It's sort of like, if somebody likes you and you really don't know it, they're thinking in their head, what can they do? What can they plan? How can they do it without you even knowing it? And then all of a sudden they offer it, and then there it is. So this is possibly something with the 6. That is possibly an offering of a friendship, offering of somebody who's in the past that might come through and reconnect with you. I'm not quite sure who that's for, but this is a connection where you guys used to be really, really good friends, or you really knew each other, or you missed each other, that kind of thing. But the 10 of Pentacles is the second card out, which is really nice because to start out the week, we know that something is coming. We just don't know when. And the 10 of Pentacles is all about sort of harvest with everything, from love to work to, whatever you want and desire, those kind of things. It's like the number 10 or the 10 of Pentacles is actually the best card out there, I think, as far as getting and receiving and having unconditional love, having the harvest, having everything. It's that is probably the best card out of the whole deck, I think, personally. But yeah, so I don't know who's connecting with you now. I can't get if it's somebody through a text, somebody through, I don't know. I just feel like this holiday season, somebody's really been thinking about you that you haven't known or seen or thought of in a long, long time. And they're going to pop up. They're going to pop up. So let's see what else is going on. And this might have to do with your dry period. Maybe they're planning something that, you have no idea about. But yeah, so this is a very good start. So let's see what else we've got going. So we have the 7 of Wands, the Star. Oh dear. Okay. That's okay. That's in the middle, so that's okay. So the 7 of Wands, so there is something, and I have a feeling this might have to do with work. The 7 of Wands, somebody is actually sort of wanting to steal your thunder, steal your glory, and you're having to fight for it. Or you're having to stand up for what you believe in. Now, this could be also an integrity thing with someone, because the Star is all about balance, spiritual balance, earthly balance. And it's also, too, she's not afraid. She is not afraid to expose who she is, how she is, and what she is, where this person here is fighting for their integrity, their morals, or they're standing up for something that they believe in. And I think this could be actually with a couple, because we have the 3 of Swords next. So there's a fight for balance. There is a fight for who can be becoming their person. So it's sort of like when you fake it till you make it, and all of a sudden the faking gets really tiring and I'm done playing this game kind of thing. That's the energy. This is the energy. Now everybody's like, oh my gosh, that's love. It's stabbing the heart. It could be, anything. This could be just somebody saying something mean or cruel. Then it's, when somebody says something and it sticks with you over and over and over and you just can't seem to get out of your head like bad song. Sort of like that. It could be somebody saying something, and oh gosh, we're just going into Thanksgiving here, so hopefully it wasn't somebody over Thanksgiving. But this is actually a good thing that needs to be done. I think this is going to happen in truth, because the Star is exposing. I keep hearing exposing. And when that means is that the truth is going to be exposed. And somebody is fighting for the truth. Somebody is fighting in a situation, a challenge, or a struggle that, you know what, I'm just trying to make it. I'm just trying to do my best. And I really just need you to be honest with me, because I can't get my balance back. Now, I really think that for somebody here, this is that work underneath the ground. if it's a couple or if it's a friendship, if it's a parent to a child, this is the underneath the ground working. And remember, we're cleaning the house. So we're getting rid of that garbage. We're getting rid of all the past junk so that we can actually be balanced and in truth in the future. So this might hurt for a minute, but you know what? You have to think, okay, is this something I really needed to know or needed to hear? Really? But then you're like, I'm glad I heard it because now I can change, or now I can grow, or now I can get rid of them, or I can get rid of that bad habit, or whatever it is. So in all reality, this is a good thing that is happening, because it is going to bring you to this 10 of Pentacles. Remember, we started out with the 10 of Pentacles. We started out with all good things. So sometimes we have to go through the struggles. Thank you. They said to know the joy. Yeah, I know. Somebody had said to know the joy. And I'm like, yeah, you know, nobody wants to go through struggles. Nobody wants to go through struggles. Oh my gosh, I can't make this up. It's coming. It's coming. So that's the 10 of Pentacles again. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. So this is huge. So this is what they're saying. You do have to go through this to get this. This is for somebody. I don't know who this is for. And it's probably not going to resonate with everybody, but there is some pain there. And thank you. They said they're doing it out of love. Because the star is about love. The star is more about spirit than earth. So they're doing it out of love. So even though you don't feel loved, yeah, when we get a spanking, we really don't feel loved. King of Cups. Yeah, this is something to do with your heart. This is something to do with your mind and your desires. So this is something or someone that this needs to happen. It's I don't know why they're sharing me this, but they're saying it's sort of like if somebody gets cheated on, working through that process. Working together why and what's the root of that process of being cheated on. Why did it happen, or why did you do that, kind of a thing. It's getting to that root and that heart for somebody, and then sticking through it and helping that person grow from it so they don't do it again, because they don't really want to hurt somebody. They really don't. That's, if you do, then I think we need some counseling. But the idea is that people don't want to hurt somebody. They really don't. But you got to understand, men's and women's minds are different. But this energy here is about sticking through the process, going through the hurt, feeling the house, getting it clean, and then reaping the rewards all around for sticking through whatever it is. So there is bountiful bonus if someone sticks through something to not only help themselves grow, thank you, but to help the other person grow. Because we're not on this earth for just us. And the divine doesn't put somebody in our life just because, let's just throw them in the mix or in the pot. That's not how the divine works. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, an offering. Also a door opening. Something new opening, something fresh coming up. So you've got 10 of Pentacles, which is, about money and career and things like that. If somebody has a gambling addiction, yeah, that is going to affect the money. But if you work through that, if you work through the pain and all that, there is that. So the 10 of Pentacles, you got huge. There is an opening, a newness right there. Then you have the King of Cups, and then you have the Ace of Pentacles again. So you've got 10 and 1 and 10 and 1, and then you've got 3 to acknowledge. We need to acknowledge everything that is going on. So this, I'll tell you right now that this week, the first week, is all about growing inner self. And that's where this is going to be really important. Inner self might be for you. Inner self might be for you to help somebody. Or it might be for both of you. I don't know who this is for. And we have the 8 of Cups. Is that the 8? Yeah, the 8 of Cups. Again, the heart. Hearts and desires. Oh my gosh, you're just all about pentacles. Okay, so for somebody here, okay. Thanks. I don't like that. They're saying you're walking a fine line. Somebody's walking a fine line. And what they mean by that is the Two of Pentacles has to do with like you're doing too many things at one time. You're trying to hold on to too many things at one time. Again, this is the full moon. This is also getting rid of things. This is looking at self and getting rid of some of these things because you're holding on to too many things and you can't clean your house holding on. It's sort of like having a hoarder. Well, I'm going to hold on to every emotion, feeling that I can. Nothing wrong with having emotions and feelings. Nothing at all. And that's what this is about, all about your emotions and feelings. But the thing is you don't have to share every emotion and every feeling. That's what the planets are saying. It's okay to have those feelings, but don't voice your feelings so much, especially now that the full moon's in Gemini. Gemini is about choices, and not only choices, but also social media and media and all that kind of stuff. So making the choice not to share everything because somebody's doing too much. I don't know who that's for, where that came from, but I was headed another way, but the divine was like, nope, this is what I want to share. So I don't know who that is. So sometimes when we share too much, or somebody out there is going to their friends way too much as far as asking for advice, asking for information, or, you know, telling them about their relationships or their marriage or whatever it is. I don't know who that's for, but there's too much of that going on. And that is more of like a juggling thing. You have to learn to hone it in. Again, that's the full moon in Gemini. That's like pulling it in, making that choice not to share everything. It's not healthy. Because really, you can share, but the thing is, what are they going to do? They're going to give you earthly advice. They're not going to give you spiritual advice. They're not going to be able to help you in a spiritual way that you need. Only the divine can do that, because that's your journey between you and the divine. People can tell you everything. Why do you think people fake it until they make it? They act like they're somebody else for so many years because people tell them that. People aren't always right about your journey. Walk the journey that you're supposed to walk, not somebody else's journey. But that's the thing with when asking people for advice, rather than asking the divine or listening to your intuition. That's when things really get muddled, and then that's where the cleaning the house comes. So that's why this house cleaning is coming. What are you purging? What are you getting rid of? What are you zipping it on so you don't share everything, so that you can clean this house and this house can be nice and spotless and clean? Because something new is coming. It's all over the board here. 10, 10, 1, 3, acknowledgement. It's all over the board here. Something new is coming. And 10 and 4, stability. You've got a really good reading here, but it's going to take some cleaning your house. It's going to take some cleaning your house. All right. Can I get a little bit of clarity on the Seven of Wands, of what they're maybe arguing, or what they're standing up for, what their integrity is for? The Seven of Wands, please. Yeah, there seems to be, for somebody out there, some bickering going on. So I was given the Five of Swords. So this could be a couple of different things. So somebody did have an argument, or is standing up for with the 5, it's like the argument's done. But that could mean that argument's done in this week. It could be towards the end of the week. But whatever this is, this person is more, I won. It's like, pick your battles, you know, which fight you're going to fight, that kind of a thing. But this person likes to just fight to show they can win. So this is not a good thing, because then it stands in the way of two people trying to grow. And this is almost a pride thing. I would almost have to say a masculine, because this is a pride thing for somebody. This is like, you know what? I'm going to show them. I'm going to be, be the top dog. Who cares if you're the top dog, honestly? It's all about, just love and caring for each other. But this is where this is getting in the way of your peace. Now, then again, we're cleaning house and something's working underneath. Remember, there is something deep down working underneath. So we have to look at this whole situation and say, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth my sanity? Is it worth my peace? That's the only question for whoever this is for. Is it worth my sanity or my peace? Is that person worth my sanity or my peace? Is the thing we're arguing about worth my sanity or peace? Or is it just don't sweat the small stuff? Sometimes we just have to let them win, kind of thing. All right. So at least a little bit of clarification on that. All right. Is there anything else divine for the Aquarius? This is actually a really good reading. You do have some work to do this week, but you know what? You've got rewards all over the board. You got rewards in the beginning of the week. You got rewards, full rewards in the end of the week. Just know that through pain, we get joy. Without the pain, you wouldn't even know what joy is or what happiness. People are like, well, yeah, but I like happiness. Well, happiness is external. Anything that is from the external, joy is from internal. So external circumstances can go like this. So you can be happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad, depressed, depressed, up and down, up and down. Whereas joy is you're not. You're very much at peace no matter what. I'd rather have joy. And it is a lot more peaceful. So anyway, to find that is the key. And the only way you can find that is to be you yourself in your journey and walk in the truth of who you are. For example, I'm horses. I'm all about horses. I've been horses since I was little. I don't know how, and I've had a horse business. I've owned horses most of my life. Horses, I still do horse business. I still do leather work. I'm still horses. That's me. If you can take the horse away, but I'm still into horses. And I know that because that's where I'm at. Anyway, again, Two of Pentacles. So whoever is trying to do too much, it's sort of, again, I get that picture of taffy being pulled. Somebody's taking on too much stuff, and so you're being pulled thin. If you know about taffy, they have to pull it, and then they move it, and they pull it, and they move it. So that's what somebody is happening here. This is twice this has come up, and this is twice your 10 of Pentacles are coming up. Now, that could be also for work or whatever, but I will say that if you take all the fishing rods off the dock and pull them all out, because you can't run all over the place trying to catch the fish. You're on the wrong end every time. That one starts, and you're down here, whoop, that fish is gone, and you run down there, whoop, that fish is gone. Take all those poles out. Just put 1 or 2 poles in the water. What is it that you need to remove? This is the time to remove it. And time to start something fresh and new, because you got fresh and new coming. So make sure your house is clean for the newness to come in. All right, Aquarians. So this is your reading for the 1st through the 6th. I really enjoyed this. I hope you did. Please like, share, subscribe. I really would love to grow my channel. But again, 27th at 3 o'clock, if you're watching this before that, for the new moon and the eclipse, or excuse me, full moon and eclipse, and also those energies, and the 1 minutes. I am still doing the daily 1 minutes. If you hit the bell, it'll notify you that when those come up every day, there's a little minute, thing to get you going for the day. So I'll keep doing those maybe through the December. I was going to end them in November. There seems to be a little bit more pickup of people watching those. So we'll see. So I hope you watch those. I hope you guys have a really, really good week, and I will see you on the 7th. Thanks now. Take care. Love you guys.